What's good? It's your boy Tab Money, and today I'm gonna talk about the solar hand path, which is the solar plexus chakra, the yellow chakra. As you can see, the yellow one next to the green orange in the middle. As you can see, I already talked about the root chakra. That's the red one at the end, and the orange chakra right there. So the solar hand path is yellow magic. It's all about the solar plexus chakra, all about it, just like the root hand path and the scaro hand path. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm gonna say it like that. But you know what I mean, the orange chakra. But the root hand path, red magic, the scaro hand path. I don't know how to pronounce it. That's like the one only chakra that's hard to pronounce. I don't like what the fuck. But and also the solar plexus. So when it comes to the solar plexus, it's basically all about power, and yeah, they do have a rival, just like the last two, and the next ones as well. And but it should have been called Power Hand Path, but really there's another path that I already wrote down that represents power, and they got a similar color to yellow as well, but it's not really no shade of it's next to another color. You'll learn later on through the series of these color sorcery paths. So the solar hand path, the path of yellow magic, which is the solar plexus chakra, it basically is really about everything about that chakra. You know what I'm saying? Everything that got to do with the emotional, just like the last two. It's all about the emotional things and the vibrations of these chakras and how effective it is in use of magic. When it comes to these magical paths of the chakras, because it will help people stimulate their energy body, their subtitle, even their astral body when they explore to the multiverse. You see, I'm all about the multiverse, and even though it's called the astral planes, but it's gonna call the multiverse in the next few years, because with these magical paths, I don't know. And besides the chakra, all the magical paths of the chakras already have a tree of path or whatever. I call it a tree of path because you got the tree of the clip off. You know the Kabbalah, right? Well, it's going to be a lot more new tree of paths that's going to be included, because you got the tree of the clip off and the tree of the Sephiroth. I think I'm pronouncing it right. The tree of the clip off and the tree of the now the Sephiroth is not really active because the Abrahamic religions down there fucked it up. You know what I'm saying? So the tree of the Sephiroth is not similar to the clip off, but the clip off is truly active, and just because of that, the left hand path and black magic itself rule all these paths, especially the chakras. All the magical paths of chakras. I'm not talking about the circles of them, but also that too. But I'm talking about the magical paths of color sorcery. And why black magic in the left hand path is over all of these colorful paths and sorcery? Because they've been acting for a very long time, and they have no restrictions with their magic. White magic, the right hand path, there's no unity because there's so much restriction on the magic because of the Bible and the Quran and all that other shit. So the left hand path is very active and have no restrictions when it comes to this magical use, which is why it's called black and deadly, deadly, and all that other shit, depending on what type of path you partake. But since Lucifer have taken over black magic, the only way you have successful black magic is just dealing with Lucifer or demonic beings, or like the Goshua, or demons that you can come up with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when it really comes down to it, if you're dealing with black magic, you have to deal with Lucifer. He governs the whole source, even white magic too, but really dominates the black magic. You know what I'm saying? He created that. He brought that into him, and the fallen angels brought that into existence. You know what I'm saying? Even white magic too, but black magic also, governs it. So when it comes to the solar hand path, the path of yellow magic, which is all about the solar plexus chakra, as you can see, the yellow one is all about the solar plexus chakra and its emotion and vibration, just like the any other path behind me that representing. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not going to post the rival of the solar plexus because, there's many other paths I want to put out there. But yeah, the solar hand path, the path of yellow magic, this all about the solar plexus chakra, you know what I'm saying? And you understand the color yellow, as you understand red and orange and yellow and stuff. I'm gonna get to the green in the throat, in the third eye, and the crown. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to that and definitely do that. But when it comes down to it though, man, it's all also they use Kundalini magic. But yeah, when it really comes down to the left hand path and black magic will always be dominant over all these other paths. When it comes to powerfulness, I don't know. Because when it comes to these magical paths, they can become more powerful than ever than black magic. But when it comes down to the rulership or the power or the authority of things, left hand path and black magic is always going to be over everybody and above everybody and rule everybody. Because even though the magic could be effective, but the realms themselves, like the tree of paths, that's how I want to call it, no matter how many tree of paths that come to existence, it's not going to be as powerful as the tree of the clip off, which is hold millions of rounds, and not just the main worlds in it, but the millions of rounds that's connected to it. So when it really comes down to it, though, the left hand path dominates all of these paths, and that's coming from someone that believes in left hand path esotericism, believe it wholeheartedly and follow it. But I really am part of the pothead path, so I'm a Luciferian ganja mystic. I'm still a Luciferian in a way, and a devil light from the tribe of the Orishas. But look out for this series of Abrahamic and Satanic faith. Comparing the two definitely. And I know I'm up here slumbering my words and being stuck at first because, I got asthma and shit. I'm trying to make sure I don't cough, because I be coughing a lot too much, even when I'm working at work and shit. Yeah, it was going to come. But, the solar plexus, the chakra itself, the solar hand path is all about the solar plexus and Kundalini magic. All of these chakra and their magical paths all included Kundalini, because when it comes with the Kundalini, it will affect it the most. Now, I am going to come out more detail, basically about the scar chakra, and I'm going to explain in detail in my own video vlog that I'm going to come out soon. So, when it really comes down to it, though, this is the philosophy of color sorcery. Turning every single thing on this earth into a form of worship and a form of magic, depending on what it is. If it was a door, it could be a form of worship and have its own form of magic. If it's like something like doing martial arts or running a lot, that can be a form of magic where you can do that ultimately. So that's why I say a form of worship or a form of magic, depending on what it is, either a material thing or a hobby. You know what I'm saying? It could be a form of worship and a form of magic. And that's why I'm all about, and that's why I put it out there. Because the left hand path and black magic inspired the color sorcery. Just by me buying a lot of these books. Michael W. Ford, Anson Mason. I look up to E.A. Kowet, and I look up to him so much. But I really need to watch this Kundalini Awakening, because I know my genius. I know that my knowledge know a lot of things that I need to awaken my genius inside of me. And yeah, that's what it is, though, the solar plexus chakra. I should have put that in my last video. I know I went, overboard, but, I'm always going to believe in left-hand path esotericism, but I do embrace the pie-hand path, which is not the pie-head path, not the hand, but head, they like your head. So the pie-head path, it's really my dominant path, and it got two magics in it, which is bud green and dark bud green, which is light and dark. So this your boy Tag Money, man. I know I'm using my stage name, but that's the name of my channel, Tag Money World. So I am going to use that name, but my real name is Tyreek. You can find it in my radio shows, even in my videos and shit. So you know what I mean. And I'm also uploading a video right now of the Abrahamic and Santana faiths. So be on the lookout. I'm going to definitely push more videos about the color sorcery path. So be on the lookout, man. And really thanks for the new subscribers, people on my occulted spirituality fan page. I'm going to boost this up. I'm going to get larger. I just got to push more videos out there, man, and create playlists. But it's your boy Tag Money 1.